Government Degree College, Nellore, Andhra Pradesh. So, the objective of this topic is to learn about who is mentor, what is mentoring, need in higher educational institutions, attributes of a good mentor, stages of mentoring, advantages of mentoring, important days observed for mentoring, organization and websites involved. So, who is a mentor? A mentor is someone who allows to see the hope or talent inside yourself. So it was quoted by Oprah Winfrey, and so the person who uh, guides us to see a hope inside ourselves. We don't know what talent is within us, and someone pushes it out. Only then we will get shown our talents. So that is the real meaning of a mentor. So mentoring. It involves a more knowledgeable person sharing a wisdom with someone who has less experience. So student mentoring, as we all teachers, so student mentoring means a teacher, a guide, a trainer, a trusted advisor, a counselor, an inspirer shaping the life of a student. So it involves the simplification of complex thing into a highest understandable form. The student doesn't understand what actually means, and only when we explain that in by simplifying that complex thing, then the student can generate a good idea of in the form of highest understanding. That is the main process involved in student mentoring. So classroom mentoring. So the teacher is the important person, asset, and a leader in the classroom. So the person, it involves three different steps. So the teacher acts as a main person in classroom mentoring. So it involves three different process: teaching, learning, and evaluation. So teaching. So we plan and prepare according to the curriculum, and generate knowledge to the students, and providing interest for a quality education to the students. So here the operational thing of curriculum will take place, and the accountability starts right from this step. So next is learning. Learning means making the student to involve in the curriculum. So here the teacher acts as a good source of knowledge and communicator, helping in interacting for a learning process. And the teacher also helps in catering the student diversity, like the student may be a moderate learner, slow learner, or advanced learner. So in learning process, we will be identifying these things, and we have to establish a good rapport with the students, and we should start encouraging the student by giving good inputs to the students to come up in the life. So we should execute the learner's participation in this aspect. Next comes evaluation, where the performance of the students is evaluated, and the learning outcomes are evaluated, and we have to improvise. We have to give inputs for next best understanding, better understanding, and applaud for their achievements. So these are the process involved in classroom mentoring. Coming to so it is a very important aspect in case of higher educational institutions, need for value based education in higher educational institutions. So what is the need of mentoring? What is the need? So education is drawing the best in the man. So we have to draw the best thing out of a man. So and the higher educational institutions also require occupational skills. So that is an important need, and we have to influence the student thinking in relevance to develop our nation and humanity. So according to Kotari Education Commission, future of the country is made in classroom. So there is a important for enhancing the quality and achieve the excellence in higher education. So, quality assurance in higher education. So, it is a self imposed discipline management process to cope up with changes and focus on improvement. And we all are aware that our higher education institutions have internal quality assurance cells, which is mainly involved in it. So, quality never is an accident, it is always as a result of high intention, sincere effort, intelligent, skillful execution, and direction. So we have to prepare for a disciplined management process in our institution to promote a quality education which relies with vision, mission, and continuous monitoring and evaluation. So it is a wise choices of many alternatives. Then only we can improve our grading in our higher educational institutions. So it is a process which is later checked by NAC, National Assessment Accreditation Council of India. So, next, attributes of a teacher as a good mentor. So, the teacher should have certain attributes, and the teacher should have an influential profession. That means the teacher should connect well with the students and acquiring of knowledge. So, the mentor should be more active, and he should use his talent, ability, and genius for the sake of students to bring alertness and right understanding of the outside world and connect to the ground realities of the society. So the teacher mentor should be very active in bringing about alertness of right understanding of the outside world. Next, the teacher should act as a resource person for a large number of students, putting them into the right path. So the teacher is only considered as a important, responsible person, and creator of tomorrow's society. So it was put on the shoulders of a teacher to become to respond for a change in our nation. So the teacher should act as a catalyst or a strengthening component who should work with dedication, and the teacher should be a source of inspiration, and the teacher should have high respect, and he should be a continuous learner unifying divinity and spirituality. So these are the attributes of the teacher. And the mentor are also should have an honorable people, and they should help the people in need of life support and elevate them from the crisis. So the students may be in having low socio-economic background, maybe first generation education, may have a lack of support, may have a lack of motivation. So these are the things we should elevate uh, the different conditions of the people, and the mentor has the ability to uplift the give the support and elevate them from the crisis. So teaching is an art where we impart the knowledge through practice, and we cultivate the mind of the student. So skills of a mentor. So the teacher should have, or a mentor should have, a professional skill. Like the teacher should acquire knowledge related skills, should be highly self educated, and generation of interest. Next, the main thing is the teacher should have communication skills, which is very fundamental, and intellectual, synthetic, and speak precisely. Next skill is management skill, which is a character building, enhance creativity, and competency. Competency means the right person fitting into a right position, like a screw fitting in a particular nut. Likewise, the person, we have to identify where the student is going to fix in the society, and time management. So these are the management skills. And technical skills, work skills, problem solving skills, research skills, analytical skills, to figure out the strength and weaknesses. So this is about the technical skills of a mentor. Skill building, occupational skills assures the employability, prepare for the real world, and develop the manpower. So art by practice become a skill. So these are the skills required by the mentor. So benefits of mentoring to the students: the students will get advice. The students will get a supporting mentor. They can involve in decision making, training with skills, personality development, interpersonal skills, scheduled to academics. And at workplace they can withstand work pressure and face competency. So the strategies involved in mentoring. So there are strategies or stages involved in mentoring. So there are 5 different stages. First stage is admission stage or initial stage. Second stage is pursuing or learning stage. Third one, skill development stage. Fourth, collaborative stage. Fifth one is confirmative stage. So admission stage. So in admission stage, the mentor should have effective preparation and plan to know the responsibility, process, and outcomes. And the mentor should construct and create a student-friendly environment. Here the observation of student works a lot than a willing ears. So the student will look at the teacher, and he will have an opinion in his brain. The student should have self-awareness, self-reliant, and the mentor should have rewarding recognition to assure the trust of the mentee. And it is a challenging task, and it arises right from the enrollment and monitoring of the students' attendance, participation in the exams, abiding to the rules and regulations of the institution, and discussing the irregularities of the students personally. If at all the student doesn't attend the class, and if he doesn't participate in the exams, so the student should be continuously monitored by the mentor. So that is called as monitoring student regularity. So it is the main process takes place during the admission or initiation stage. Next, in this step, we have to attend the non-attending students, and we have to discipline the student. So that is the role of the mentor at this stage. Commitment to help the student. We have to have a commitment to help the student. We have to have attitude, patience, passion, which comes from the bottom of the heart. So we have to satisfy the requirements of the students, doubts, faults, confusion, etc. So we have to show concern, attend, and concentrate, and we should start encouraging the students. So not all the students will be same, so never compare the students and never humiliate anyone. So let us see our hand. We don't have all the fingers equal. So likewise there are variation in the ability of the students, maybe in terms of health or in terms of any other issues. So we have to show concern and attend and concentrate to the students requirement. So ensure and tell how they will be rewarded in the future. So every path to a new understanding begins with the confusion. So every student during admission stage, they will start with confusion. So the clear understanding can be brought through the mentor. Next stage is pursuing or learning stage. Here, the behavior of the teacher causes the learning of the student. The teacher acts as a source of subject knowledge. Next, the instructional setting or knowledge exploitation takes place. The mentor should analyze the mentee capability in the capabilities and behavior in the classroom, and monitor the implementation of student-centered teaching methodology. So the idea is to find out the individual's descriptive ability, analytical capacity, curiosity, and creativity. Next, the mentor should adapt the students to the organizational rules, values, and subject compiling, whatever the learning aspects, the mentor should facilitate the student for availability of knowledge anytime, maybe in the form of audio, video, text. Nowadays it was very explored sector where the teacher are creating more e-content in their websites. Next, in actually in offline mode, the student, the mentor should maintain a relationship with the student, which gives a positive impression on the students by guiding them. Next, the mentor should identify, know, assess the performance of the students by assigning them small tasks and ask them to do effectively. So the curiosity is the starting point of knowledge. We have to bring about the curiosity in the students. Next, emotional guidance. So by counseling the students in this learning process, we have to go for counseling the students. We have to address the issues personally, and this interaction should bring a right understanding with the student. Next, conflict management. Sometimes there is a conflict in some certain issues, and we have to go for resolving that difference in the opinions among the students. Next, practical training. The student should be prepared before the exams, and we should train the student behind the backyard. Means we have, before the exam the student is going to face, we have to train them, and we have to help them in analyzing the information. So that is called practical training. Next is experiential training. So we have to ascertain task. We have to um, give the students field work, link time with objective reasoning, justification, improvement of students by giving hands-on training, experimentation. So this all comes under experiential learning. Next stage is uh, skill development stage or importing stage. So the preparation of a man who can best fit into the existing society. So here at this stage, the mentor acts as a source of refiner to enhance the quality of mentee's inherent capacity, motivation. And so inherent capacity building to attain all round development, like intellectual, social, physical, emotional, moral capabilities of the student. So it involves measures to remove faults and enhance learning outcomes. So here the orientation of final year students on employability related course or adaptability to the work environment. Here we will the student will build their strength and go beyond the information, that is they acquire more knowledge, and it is always linked with time and quality work. So how to deepen understanding in importing stage? There are approaches to deepen the understanding, such as we can assign certain tasks like brainstorming, where we will give a stimulus for idea generation, and we can deepen the understanding by conducting workshop. Work oriented interaction is encouraged among the participants, and in order to impart more knowledge, we can go for conducting symposium, like a collection of writings on a particular topic, and we can go for conducting seminars to discuss about the subject matter, and even the students can be taken to the field trip for a better understanding. So this is about the imparting a skill development stage. Next stage is collaborative or ready extension stage. It is a mutually beneficial stage where the mm, projects can be undertaken successfully, facilitating the and efficient utilization of infrastructure. So creation of research facilities in the college. So the knowledge transformation will be taking place into the work and idea generation. Uh, so the effort is to find solution to the problems by gathering up of ideas, concept of imagination. So here the student and teacher are mutually benefited, and where we are going to give certain projects to the students, and we are going to analyze. So as a team we can give certain topics and make them to uh, do, and where the mentor guide them. So team skills, so the students work as a team with the common goal, which include listening to the other points view, right kind of argument, positive thinking, and presentation skills. So the advanced learners can be given right orientation in this direction. So the what the mentor has to do, the mentor has to interact with the students on their areas of interest of project and guide the students in accordance. So the mentor at this stage to has to initiate a team process with the students for the societal change. So it will build up a record of work experience within the college. Example, community service projects are being carried out in state of Andhra Pradesh, and accelerate day to day learning. So it will accelerate day to day learning. They will, if we ascertain a topic to them, they will go on searching how to do, what are the different methods. So they accelerate the learning more, and they integrate theory and practice. They acquire additional skills required for the world of work. So they expand networks. They assess interest and abilities in the field of study. So we have to assess their interest and their abilities in the study. So we will give certain tasks. The students will tell, ma'am, yes, today I have, you have to build interest. Yes, ma'am, I have seen this. You go for asking the next day, then only the interest will, the student will create himself more interest and act to do accordingly. So the here the regular assessment is required for that. So we have to encourage the students effort and commitment. The originality and quality of work is produced by the individual student. The student integration and cooperation with the work assigned, and the completion of the project. So the assessment is required in this aspect in collaborative stage. So here the learners are self motivated. They act as a carriers of information of and right knowledge. They act as a motivators and inspirers. So they relate and reflect, so which is called as a butterfly effect. So the butterfly will fly off, so take off stage. The mentor will give good inputs to the students. They acquire all the skills and they are ready to fly. So that is called as relate and reflect. So next stage is confirmative or destiny stage. So here the accountability of the mentor to the student is by giving right direction to the mentee, and uh, see so that the mentee or the student can achieve the goal. So empower the student mentees by linking their degrees with the jobs. Creation of globally competitive mentees or students. We have to see the students whether they are globally competitive for any competitive exams or for getting job. So that is a role of a mentor. So the successful teacher mentor will mount a successful student mentee. So that is the statement. So as the higher education needs internship, like we have to go for collaboration with industry. As a mentor, we have to guide and influence the students to participate in the internship program and improve the employability skills. So outcomes, so the student mentee can explore career alternatives prior to their graduation, learn to appreciate work and its function towards future. So develop work habits and attitudes necessary for job success. So develop communication and interpersonal skills and critical thinking that is required for the job. So what is meant by internship? So internship also means education work linkage, where we are going to link the education with the job. So we are going to coach the students on the job, so and help the students explore career opportunities, acquire job oriented skills, and expose to the real work environment. So there is a, here we have to the rating of the students in internship lies in different headings like oral communication, written communication, initiative, interaction with the staff, attitude, dependability, ability to learn. So we have to guide them in every aspect, like planning and organization, creativity, quality of work, productivity, progress of learning, so adaptability to the organization, culture and policies, and overall performance of the students. So we have to guide, even we link them into the job internship sector. We have to guide them how to interact with the staff and other staff in the main chairman. We have to go for guiding how to speak with them, how to speak with them respectively, and we have to how we have to discipline ourselves in the work environment. Everything we have to coach in the students here only. So the students coaching on job, so that is the responsibility of the mentor in higher education sector after implementing national educational policy. So the mentor acts as a bridge between education and employment. So relevant academic programs can be linked up with the government and private sectors, self-entrepreneurship ability. So the mentor acts as a bridge between education and employment. Now in according to national educational policy. So what are the advantages of mentoring? So the mentor, it encourages the participation of the student, and it gives the pleasure of involvement and hands-on experience come orientation to the student. The student will also build confidence to face the society in reality, and they can go for employment consequently. So it encourages the blended mode of teaching learning process in the curriculum. So not only teaching, the mentoring is also involved in this sector. So help the student for their employability and placement. Education sector can be transformed into industry to increase the community and national productivity. So overall, whatever the education or mentoring, that should be a national productive one, which should where the teacher or responsible persons to uh, put for a change in our society. So important days observed for mentoring. So this International Mentoring Day was celebrated on by celebrated on 17 January 2017. From 17 January 2017, the birthday of boxing legend humanitarian Muhammad Ali is being celebrated as International Mentoring Day. This day is celebrated to promote global understanding, to support worldwide mentoring movement. So there is a important importance for mentoring. So thank you, Mentor Day. If at all the teachers is being acted as a mentor, so this Mentor Day is being celebrated on January 21st to express gratitude and appreciation towards mentor. So like mentor would make this day possible. The mentee will feel that the mentor made this day. So they deserve a day of their own to be honored as a mentor. So there are certain organization like mentor.org is a service organization formed to give mentorship to to the children in 1980. So there is a when we are facing the COVID-19, during that there are certain websites being arrived, like mentimeter.com. So we can engage the students. By the by, we have taken the video lectures. We have involved in content generation. We have done a lot online processes in teaching methodology. During that time, there is a Mentimeter where there is a like interaction website, and we can go for that. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. If you at all you have any doubt, you can ask me. Thank you.